Moments ago, breaking alerts lit up TVs and social feeds. Mike Rowe, the man who made America fall in love with hard work, just shared news no one saw coming. For more than 2 decades, Mike has been the voice of grit, honesty, and common sense. From sewers to oil rigs, he's guided us through the dirtiest jobs and the hardest truths. But today isn't about miners, garbage collectors, or crab fishermen. It's about Mike. At 62, the guy who's spent his career celebrating the backbone of America now stands in the spotlight of a deeply personal revelation, one that could reshape not just how we see his career, but the mission he's championed his entire life. To understand why today hits so hard, go back to Baltimore, Maryland. Long before dirty jobs, Mike was a kid in love with performance, theater, music, storytelling. That unmistakable baritone formed in school plays and choir rehearsals, not construction sites. He often credits his grandfather, a master tradesman, as his greatest influence. While other kids idolized superheroes, Mike admired the man with calloused hands and quiet dignity. That respect for labor became the foundation of everything. After a communications degree from Towson University, he chased voice work, even trained as an opera singer with the Baltimore Opera Company. The voice fit concert halls. His heart didn't. He moved into TV via commercials and narration, then took an unlikely gig on QVC. Live, unscripted, night after night. Selling gadgets to insomniacs sharpened the quick wit and audience sense he'd rely on forever. Then came the call that changed everything. A Discovery Channel series about the toughest, dirtiest, most overlooked jobs in America. Mike didn't stand off to the side. He jumped in. When Dirty Jobs premiered in 2003, it sounded simple. A host tries the messiest, most dangerous work in America. What happened was bigger. Mike didn't mock workers. He honored them. He dove into sewage, climbed into shark tanks, castrated lambs, hauled trash, always with humor, humility, and respect. Viewers weren't just fascinated by the jobs. They were moved by Mike. He gave faces and voices to people who rarely got either: pig farmers, sewer inspectors, miners, crab fishermen. His narration turned grime into poetry. His curiosity revealed dignity where TV never looked. Dirty Jobs wasn't just a hit. It became a movement. In a celebrity-obsessed era, Mike reminded America what it's built on: skilled, unglamorous work. Ratings soared, reruns stuck, and Mike became a household name, not as a celebrity, but as a trusted storyteller. When Dirty Jobs ended, many thought Mike would fade from view. Instead, he doubled down on the mission, what he saw on the road: a shortage of skilled workers, pride in the trades, and a widening gap between school and reality. Lit a fire. In 2008, he launched the Mike Rowe Works Foundation, awarding millions in scholarships to future welders, plumbers, electricians, mechanics. While schools pushed college or bust, Mike challenged the script. Dignity isn't in a diploma, it's in the effort. He took that message to Congress, classrooms, and the internet. He created Returning the Favor, celebrating everyday heroes. His podcast, The Way I Heard It, became a modern Paul Harvey, short, sharp, full of twists. He carved out a rare space in public life. Plain talk, no party lines, just common sense. Over time, Mike evolved from TV host to America's blue-collar philosopher, a trusted voice in a noisy, divided world. Behind the calm demeanor and wry humor, the toll added up. Crawling through sewers, breathing dust, lifting, climbing, grinding. He joked about aches and exhaustion, but the wear was real. Today, in a careful, heartfelt statement, Mike Rowe announced he's stepping back from much of his public work. After years of speculation, he confirmed the grind has caught up with him. While he didn't share every medical detail, he said doctors have urged him to slow down, to put health ahead of mission. He also spoke candidly about the emotional weight of carrying the cause for skilled labor largely on his own, the pressure to always be the voice of reason in unreasonable times. Then came the shocker. Leadership of Mike Rowe Works will pass to others. Not an ending, a handoff. This isn't a farewell. Mike says he isn't disappearing. The podcast will continue, and we'll still hear from him, just in smaller, more personal ways. The days of endless travel, back-to-back projects, and shouldering it alone are over. Maybe that's the final lesson Mike offers. Even the strongest among us need to rest. His legacy isn't a show or a foundation. It's a generation that sees value in work again. It lives in classrooms where teachers use dirty jobs clips, in shops where apprentices pick up tools funded by his scholarships, in homes where families remember him wading into filth with a grin. For decades, Mike Rowe shined a light on America's hidden workforce. Now, as he steps into a quieter chapter, that light keeps shining, not from him alone, but from everyone he inspired.